Cinema, a term that once spoken represents only one place, one location, one part of the globe that is seen as the capital of the biggest dream in the world, Hollywood. The glitz, the glam, the rich, the famous, the city of angels. But is this just a myth? Cinema is the widest spoken language in the world, understood and loved by everyone, in every country, in every city. A fine example is the city of York, a city famous for its Roman and Viking heritage, but currently one of the biggest hotspots of filmmakers in the UK. Also birthplace of Parachute Studios. Brought together by Mark Herman, famously known as the writer-director of Brassed Off and The Boy in the Striped Pyjamas. Parachute Studios are an independent film company who work on commercial and corporate advertising, invest in short film production, and, most of all, invest in local talent.
Parachutes was a company set up by Mark Herman, film director, and he wanted to do it, but he didn't want to run it because he obviously has his own career. We're still relatively young as a company. We're less than 2 years old, and we're by no means where we want to be. We have done reasonably well. A lot of startup businesses, fold in their first year or two, and we're ticking over. We have built up a bit of a reputation in the city, but we want to achieve more. We want to be doing more interesting work.
But why has York become such a big hotspot for filmmakers over the recent years? Is it the natural beauty of the city? Is it the historical and cultural heritage of the city itself? Or is it the teaching at York St John University that has inspired many people to go out on their own? Many of these companies and postgraduates have come together to form a coalition with the sole intention of boosting productivity in York. With there being so many people on the coalition, it raised the issue of where's big enough to hold the meetings. For now, they have to make do with smaller venues like Dusk.
York Filmmakers Coalition started very recently, I would say, within the past 2 months. And I didn't start it. I think someone just created a Facebook group, if I remember rightly.
Oh, hey.
And I mean, the great thing about York is, unlike say Manchester, even Leeds, and certainly not London, it's quite small and compact, which obviously has certain limitations in some ways, but it really creates a sense of community.
Yeah, it brings everyone closer together.
It does, yeah. And York's too small a city for you to really fall out with people. You rely on other people for skills, crew, actors, equipment, funding, marketing, locations.
Yeah.
All of those things is incredibly hard to achieve what you need to do in all those areas on your own. It's a cliche, but united we stand, divided we fall is actually quite true, I think, in this case.
How have you got to where you are today?
I started off by writing, so I never picked up a camera for quite some time, actually. Just wrote and kind of trying to find my voice as a storyteller on paper, first of all, and just did a heck of a lot of research, listened to directors' commentaries, watched documentaries, so basically my own private film course, essentially. And then I got to a point where I thought, okay, I need to actually learn how to use the technology, the tools, and so I had to but I learned from the process that, okay, I need to learn more than I thought I had to learn.
Yeah.
Having said that, take 12, 50 mil. Didn't really it wasn't really until 2 or 3 years later that I actually quit the job, moved from Newcastle to York, studied at York St John University, and did a 2-year foundation degree there, and I haven't stopped since then. And
That's a good thing there.
7 years ago. I haven't stopped.
Okay, we're gonna go for this in 1 minute.
You're gonna go for the slate, yeah? Okay. So what would your advice be coming out into the open world from university?
To new graduates,
Yeah.
I'd say people wanting to get into the industry, be motivated, go for it. Don't sit around waiting for jobs to come. Put yourself out there, get yourself known, and above all things, it's about your attitude and your personality. Be nice, make people fond of you, make people want to work with
Confidence.
you again. So it's all about attitude, really.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sure we'd all love to know what your advice would be for young filmmakers coming out into the open world.
Yeah, as Ridley Scott says, there are a million reasons not to make a film. Just fucking do it.
Alright, cheers, that's a wrap. So there you have it. With the coalition building up, Parachoots looking for screenings by the end of the year, and York St John's kicking out more students every second, York is definitely somewhere that's on the move. So grab your camera and get rolling.